Hey everyone, welcome back to Core English. I am Jessica, and I am here with my co-host, Henry. Today, we are talking about a very simple idea.
Hi, everyone. Jessica, a lot of listeners tell us they feel stuck because they translate every word in their head before they speak.
Right. They hear a sentence, change it to their own language, and then try to think of an English answer. It takes way too much time.
Exactly. And it makes them feel really tired. They lose their confidence because the real conversation moves on before they are even ready.
Yeah, it is a very common problem. But what if they could skip the translation step completely?
That is the goal. You need to build a direct line in your brain. You want to hear English and just think in English right away.
But that sounds really hard for a beginner. How do they even start doing that without feeling lost?
It does sound hard, but the secret is, you do not need to do it all day. Just think in English for 10 minutes a day.
Only 10 minutes? That sounds like something anyone can easily try.
Exactly. 10 minutes is short. You will not get tired. And you can do it anywhere, like when you are making coffee or walking to the bus stop.
Okay, so how does this 10-minute habit work? Do they need a textbook or a special app for this?
No textbooks at all. You just use the world around you. Look at the things in your room and name them in your head.
Right. I love this step. You look at your desk and you just say words, like pen, computer, cup, or window.
Yeah, it is very basic, but it is powerful. It helps your brain connect the real thing to the English word directly.
Without translating. You see the cup and your brain just says the word cup. No middle step.
That is the whole point. The middle step is what slows everyone down. If you cut it out, speaking becomes much faster and easier.
That makes a lot of sense. So, they are building a new habit in their mind, step by step.
Right. And the best part is that it feels like a game, not like homework. You are just playing with words.
That is great. But what if they do not know the word for something they see?
That is a great question. We will talk about what to do when that happens a little later. But for now, just name the things you do know.
Okay, so let us practice this a bit. Let us say I am in my kitchen right now. What should I do?
Just look around and name 5 things. Do it out loud or in your head. It is your choice.
Okay, fridge, table, chair, spoon, plate. Wow, that was really fast and easy.
See? You did not translate anything. Your brain just pulled the English words out because you were looking at the objects.
You are right. It felt very natural. It felt like I was just looking at a picture book.
Exactly. And when you do this for 10 minutes every day, your vocabulary will grow naturally. You will start noticing things you could not name before.
And then they can go learn those new words on their own, right?
Yes, it shows them exactly what words they need to learn next. It is a very practical way to find your own learning gaps.
That is a very good point. It is like a personal test that you take every day without any stress.
Exactly. No stress, no grades, just you and your daily environment. It makes learning English a part of your normal life, not just a school subject.
I really like that. It takes the pressure off. Learners often feel so much pressure to be perfect.
They really do. But with this method, it is okay to make mistakes. Nobody is listening, so it is a safe space to practice.
A safe space. That is so important for building real confidence.
Right. Once they feel safe, they will try more. And trying more is the only way to get better at speaking.
So, naming things is step one. What is the next thing we should tell our listeners to do, Henry?
The next step is to use short sentences to describe what you are doing right now. For example, I am making coffee. Or, I am opening the door.
Oh, I love this one. It takes the vocabulary and puts it into action. You are making simple grammar patterns just naturally.
Exactly. You are using the present continuous tense without even thinking about grammar rules. You just connect the action to the words.
That is amazing. Grammar books can be so boring for beginners. This makes it feel real and useful.
It really does. When you say, I am walking to the store, your brain understands exactly what that means in the moment.
Right. You are living the action as you say it. That makes the memory much stronger in your brain.
It is all about making those strong connections. The more senses you use, the better you remember the English words.
So, they are seeing the object, doing the action, and saying the words all at the same time.
Yes, that is perfect. It is a full brain workout. And again, it only takes a few minutes to do this while you are doing your chores.
Like washing the dishes or making the bed. Those are great times to practice.
Right. Nobody likes washing dishes, but if you do it in English, it makes the time go faster.
That is so true. You turn a boring chore into a fun English game.
Exactly. And you build your inner voice. That is the little voice in your head that talks to you.
Oh, the inner voice. Can you explain why that is so important for learners?
Sure. Right now, a beginner's inner voice is probably speaking their native language. We want to slowly change that voice to English so it becomes natural.
That makes a lot of sense. So, step one is naming things. Step two is talking about what we are doing. What is step three?
Step 3 is thinking about the near future. You can tell yourself what you are going to do next. Like, I will buy groceries today.
I like that. It helps them practice using words like will or going to. It is very practical for daily planning.
Right. It helps them think ahead. And it uses words for everyday things, like groceries, work, or dinner.
So it is not just the present moment anymore. Now they are moving into the future tense.
Exactly. And they do not need to write it down. They just think it. Thinking is the key here. We want to train the brain to form sentences on its own.
Without a pen or paper. Just pure thought. That is very powerful for the brain.
Yes. When you remove the writing part, you force your brain to hold the words in your memory. It is a great memory exercise too.
That is true. I think a lot of learners rely too much on writing everything down all the time.
They do. And writing is good, but speaking and thinking are faster. You need to train your brain to be quick, not just accurate on paper.
Right. In a real conversation, nobody has time to write down what they want to say next.
Exactly. You have to think on your feet. This 10-minute habit trains you to do exactly that.
It is like a muscle. If you do not use it, it gets weak.
That is a great way to put it. Your English brain is a muscle. You have to exercise it every single day, even just a little bit.
So true. And 10 minutes is a very easy workout. Nobody can say they do not have 10 minutes.
Jessica, let us move to step 4. This is where it gets fun. You start making very small stories in your head.
Small stories? That sounds really interesting. How do they do that?
just simple stories about people around you. For example, you see a man walking a dog. In your head you say, "The man is walking. The dog is happy."
Oh, that is great. It is like narrating a silent movie. You just describe what you see happening right in front of you.
Exactly. It uses your imagination. And using your imagination makes the English words stick in your memory much better.
So they are using their eyes, their brain, and their English words all together at once.
Yes, and the stories do not have to be long or complicated. Just 2 or 3 sentences are perfect for a beginner.
Like, the woman is buying coffee. She is wearing a red coat. She looks cold.
Yes, perfect. You see how easy that is? You are not thinking about grammar rules. You are just observing and reporting.
It really takes the pressure off trying to be perfect. You just say what is true.
Right. And if you do it for 10 minutes, you will be surprised how many stories you can make just walking down the street.
That is very true. The world is full of things to talk about. We just never notice them.
Exactly. This method turns the whole world into your English classroom. You do not need to sit at a desk to study.
That is a very freeing feeling. I think learners will really enjoy this step.
I think so too. It makes learning feel like a game you play with the real world. And that keeps you motivated to keep practicing every day.
Okay, what happens if they are making a story and they do not know a word? Like, they see a fork, but they do not know the word fork.
That is a very common situation. The best trick here is to just say it in another way. If you do not know fork, say eating tool.
Oh, I love that. It keeps the brain working in English. It stops the translation habit completely.
Right. You do not stop to look in a dictionary. You just keep thinking. Keeping the flow is more important than having the perfect word.
The flow. That is a great word for it. You want the English to keep moving like water.
Exactly. When you stop to translate, the water stops. When you use a simple word like eating tool, the water keeps moving.
So they are learning to be flexible with their words. That is a very high-level skill, but beginners can do it too.
Yes, absolutely. It builds confidence. They realize they can still communicate their idea even if they do not know the exact word.
That is a huge win for a beginner. It makes them feel like they can actually speak English.
It really is. And later, when they are alone, they can look up the real word. But in the moment, they just keep going in English.
That makes a lot of sense. Do not break the flow. Just find another way to say it.
Right. It trains the brain to be resourceful. And resourceful speakers are usually the best communicators because they never get stuck.
I totally agree. So, we have 5 steps now. Let us do a quick review of what we talked about today.
Sounds good. Let us remind everyone how simple this is. You only need 10 minutes.
Okay, step 1. Name things around you. Just look at objects and say the English word in your head.
Step 2. Talk about what you are doing right now. Use very short sentences to describe your actions.
Step 3. Think about your plans. Tell yourself what you will do next, like, I will go to work.
Step 4. Make small stories in your head about the people you see around you.
And step 5. If you do not know a word, find another way to say it. Just keep the flow going.
That is the whole plan. It is very simple, and it does not cost any money. You just need your mind.
Exactly. 10 minutes a day. Anyone can find 10 minutes. Just do it while you drink your morning coffee.
Yes. Be patient with yourself. It takes time to build a new habit. Do not expect to be perfect on day one.
That is great advice, Henry. The key is to do it every single day. Consistency is what builds that muscle.
Exactly. Just a little bit every day is much better than studying for 3 hours once a week.
So true. We really hope our listeners will try this 10-minute trick starting today.
Me too. It can truly change the way they learn and use English. It makes speaking feel natural.
Thank you so much for joining us. We hope you feel inspired to try this out.
Yeah, thanks for listening. We believe in you, so go give it a try. Have a great day.
See you next time. Keep practicing every day, and bye for now.